Hello, this is M. Belgrave from Mental Life Consultants, coming from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Now, when we're dealing with children in schools, we have to understand that the children are the major component of successful schools. Once again, children are the major component of successful schools. With that being understood, it is very important to include children in your change process for schools. Don't be ashamed to ask students for different ideas and different suggestions. You'd be surprised on some of the suggestions that you may get from some of the students. Like, for example, I was working at a school one time, and some of the students, these may be third graders, they said that, you know something, Mr. Mike, what we should do is that we should probably have 2 recesses. We should have a recess in the morning after the hard classes and a recess in the afternoon after lunch. Now, this one school I was working at only had 1 recess, but I remember when I was younger, the school I went to, they had 2 recesses, and it was a way to get some sort of release, to release some energy. And I asked these students, I said, why do you feel that? They said, because we get tired and really we get restless, and when we get restless, you know, we can get in the class and we could really cause some damage to the classroom. So maybe this will be a good thing for us. Now, many people might just overlook these suggestions from these students, but they actually make sense. You think about maybe 20, 30, 40 years ago when many of us were in school, how many recesses we had, and kids were allowed to be kids, and there was shops and there was gyms and these things. Nowadays, these schools are basically just worrying about being academies and spewing out robots and these kids don't have a social life or anything. Kids need to play, they need to move around. And this is coming from a kid. Why? Because kids are kids. Not much has changed in 30, 40 years. So please, listen to the children in your school. They may be able to give you some invaluable advice that you could use and implement to make your school a better place. For more information, contact us at www.mentallife.co. Thank you. Talk to you soon.